Oh no.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's ZL1 here. And today we are gonna do a couple things to the Camaro. I'm gonna investigate this side right here, this tire, or this wheel. Whoa, almost dropped my camera there. So that wheel is having issues. Just before I put the brake on it, it's made some weird like scraping noise until, you know, I drove a couple miles and it would stop. But it's pretty much getting annoying at this point and I'm kind of worried maybe it's a wheel bearing. So I'm gonna pick the car up, check it out, see what's going on. I'm gonna spin the wheel, and if it makes noise, I guess we're gonna go to the parts store and get a wheel bearing on top of doing an oil change. And maybe wash the car, because the car is filthy right now. Okay, so picked the car up on both sides already. I checked the wheel for play. There's no play, so there's not really much of a concern. It might just be some noise. Unless it gets worse, and that's when I'm gonna have to actually worry about it. So today we're just gonna stick to doing the oil change. I'm gonna go take, I don't know if I'll take the Bronco or maybe my mom's truck over to the Advanced Auto Parts. All right, so got all 8 quarts of oil. Yeah, these cars take 8 quarts. I also got a filter. If you don't know what filter, I use the AC Delco PF48E. That's the one that this car takes. I'm not sure about the SS models. You might have to look that up yourself. I might put it up on the description what filter they take. I believe it's the same one though, because it shares the same bottom end. And I also use, just because we live in Florida and it's a little bit hotter, this car takes 5W20, but I go up to 10W30 just because South Florida is that much hotter. So all year round, this oil gets thinner, and I'd rather it get thinner while it's a little bit thicker, if that makes any sense. Alright, so obviously first step on making an oil change on any car is jacking it up and letting it cool down for at least an hour so the oil is cool and you don't burn yourself. Trust me, hot oil sucks, especially when it burns you. Alrighty, now I got the car completely on jack stands. I put them on the subframe right next to where my headers are. Okay, next step is to remove this belly pan. If you have an SS, it might not have it, but if you have a ZL1 or an SS1LE, I believe the 1LE also has this belly pan, and it just has a whole bunch of 10mm bolts like these. You're gonna have a whole bunch of them. Mine are missing some, whatever, I don't care, but you know, you got to remove a whole buttload of them to get it out. So let me get to that. All right, so the back of this here is held in by these 2 push pins. One here, one on the other side right there. All you gotta do is just pull down on them real hard and it'll come out. Ew, that's gross. Got another one here. There's something dripping on my chin. It's gross. What's dripping on my chin? Okay. Oh god. Okay, that happened. Let's get this out of here. Okay, so let me climb down here a little bit. 2 main things you gotta do down here. First off, you gotta remove the drain plug. You gotta remove this boy right here. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to remove, but I use a giant channel lock and destroy it and remove it. I'll show you guys in a second. And you do have to pop the hood and remove the oil fill cap, which I'll show you guys in a second. Because that'll make it easier for the oil to drain, because it'll let air into the system, therefore oil out, and it'll take less time. So let's get started with this. I believe this is like a 15 or a 16. Actually, let me adjust the brightness really quick. That's much better. Yeah, this is a 15 or a 16, and you got the oil filter up here, which you can just yoink a channel lock on there and call it a day. And you remove this guy here. Just put it aside. I put it on the blower. That'll allow air in, so when you pull the drain on the bottom, you're gonna have air enter through here, allowing oil to exit from the bottom. So hold on tight. Let me put this back down because my shock's broken. Just place it there, and I'm gonna go grab the tools I need. Alrighty, so got hopefully all the tools I need here. I've got a channel lock, an 18mm wrench, and I got a variant of a 17 and a 16 just in case. The 18's too big. I believe it was an 18 though. Don't quote me on that. Every car might be different, so let's get to it. Okay, I got the 15mm socket. Hopefully this is the right size. Let's give this a try. Yep, that works. Let's put this on the ratchet. Oh boy, why did I tighten it so much last time? Okay. There we go. So now, this is, nope, it's not loose enough to do by hand. Alright, there we go. Let's avoid getting that ratchet covered in oil. I'd rather just get the socket covered in oil. And if I am quick enough, let's see if I can make this that TikTok challenge people do. Okay, 1, 2. That didn't work. 3. Ah, God. Nope. Nah, that failed. But the oil's coming out, and it is absolutely disgusting. Now I just gotta wait till it finishes dripping, and I'll catch you when that's done, and I'll wash my hands in the meantime. Alright, so if it wants to focus, there we go. I have this back on finally. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten it. Not too tight though, because this is aluminum that you're tightening it into. So this pan can be cross-threaded. Like, not even one hugga-dugga. I'm serious. You will break it. Okay, so now the next mess here is removing the oil filter. Let me see if I can at least get it by hand. Maybe I'm lucky, maybe I'm not. Where is it? Right there. Alright, I'm gonna put the camera down, see if I can get a good angle. Okay, so hopefully I can get this out. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's quicker than I thought. Way easier than I thought. Let me get that. Did I just spill oil all over myself? That's gross. So this part's gonna be pretty messy. I'd recommend taking this off with your oil catch below it. I just spun real easy, but now it doesn't want to come out by hand. There we go. There we go. Cool. Alrighty, get ready to. Oh, so once you crack it, sometimes I don't know if you can see that or not. It will start peeing a little bit. Just let it drain out like that for a little while. Of course, you want to do your filter on most cars like this, for example. You want to do it after you change your oil, so you can get as much stuff as possible out. Alright, so now it's basically almost done dripping. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out and just turn it over into the oil pan. Oh God, it started dripping again. Gross, gross, gross. Wow, some black oil. It isn't fuel washed or anything. And again, I'm covered in oil. It's just great. Come on. How many threads are on this? Alrighty. And now I'm gonna dip that over. And let that oil galley drain. Alrighty. Now this can go on top of this. It's flippin' gross. Alrighty, so my camera ended up dying, so I'm gonna use my phone for the rest of this. I've got the filter out and everything. I primed the filter. So now it's just time to install it. I did put a small layer of oil here and a little bit inside that thread right there. And all I gotta do is put it in there and hand tighten. Alright, so the oil plug's on. The new filter is on. Right about hand tight, not too tight. You don't want to break it. So basically just tighten it as much as you can with your right hand, and that's about it. Alright, so actually I decided not to bring it down just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and just start adding oil. Like I said, it is 8 quarts. I'm not 100% sure if the SS takes 8 quarts. I'm pretty sure though, because it is the same oil pan, so fingers crossed that it is, but this for sure takes 8 quarts. So since I lack a funnel, I decided just to cut the end off of a water bottle, and that should be good enough. This is why I bought a camera, but I guess I have to get a second battery for my camera. Oh no, what? Why is it going down on the header? Oh, I gotta fill it slowly, don't I? Damn it. Clean the header up. I just got oil all over the header. That's gonna smoke. So I've got all the oil in the car. I'm gonna put this cap on really quick so I don't forget. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean up that header a little bit better. It's still covered in oil, unfortunately. Okay, so time to give it a start and check for any leaks. Usually, if any leaks do appear, it's generally from the filter. You always want to keep an eye on your oil temperature and oil pressure. That looks good. No leaks down here. Alrighty, so once you have let it idle all the way up to temperature, you're good to go. Just make sure there's no leaks. Always double check. And I'm good down here. Now, if you like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.